Game and shit.
Wait, what are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying to tell you that Splendor was a figment of your imagination, Finn.
Oh no.
Am
I 83?
Are you what?
Am I 83?
Yes.
Is this the end of my life as I know it?
Yes. Well, they do say that they say that your entire life flashes before your eyes, before you die. It is going to be, very unfortunate for you when this part flashes back in front of your eyes. And you're
I can't believe I wasted all those years.
With MegaMitch.
With Mega Bitch.
With Omega Bitch.
Come on.
With
Smeg
Me Rich.
Smeg me rich. Don't get your smegs on me, Smeg me rich.
My leg, it twitch.
I was a twitch.
You go to Kim Possible, she say, what the sitch?
What the sitch?
You go to Lilo, she say, howdy Stitch.
Howdy Stitch.
They should rename it Lilo and Mitch.
Lilo and Mitch.
It'll just be me saying hello.
Hello. And how are you? And good day.
And Lilo would be like, what are you doing in my house? Call the cops.
Oh, that's all that does. I remember now.
The Area 51 guy was named Bubbles in that movie.
Bubbles?
the black, like...
Wait, did Michael Jackson's monkey become an informant to expose...
Yeah.
Oh
what's the name of the... Men in Black. I'm thinking of the Men in Black.
Here come the Men in Black.
Are you genuinely looking forward to the Men in Black International movie?
I am interested. I'm curious. I'm tentatively like, Nick, it doesn't look like it will be. It looks like it'll be better than the last one. It's
an interesting trend that I think that general audiences disapprove of, but is interesting, where you take a film franchise that hasn't made a new movie in a very long time, but the original actors don't want to do it anymore, and you find a way to, like, create a new story set in the same universe.
Well, now it's going to be the Men in Black cinematic universe.
Yeah, well, I mean, they tried to do a similar thing with Ghostbusters. For them, it didn't work.
They're doing another Ghostbusters now.
Oh, yeah, but this one's going to have the original actors.
It's going to have the original actors, but it's still going to be about...
on to the next generation.
Yes, which is always what that should have been.
Mm-hmm. It should have been that from the very beginning. It should have been a passing of the torch movie.
Absolutely. That doesn't mean you have to have them use identical technology, or even that the original crew have to be involved with the technology that the new crew uses. You can still have them be powerful, independent scientists who are working on their own shit. It just
should have been set in the same universe, and been, like, set years
later. And then you had them cameo anyway? I mean, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Really defeats the purpose.
They are here, but they are not who you think they are.
There's one thing that Paul Feige, or is that his name?
Oh, no. I hate that guy.
That he said in an interview.
No, I don't hate him. I think he's unprofessional.
He said in an interview something along the lines of, like, oh, I didn't realize that people were, like, this invested in, like, the Ghostbusters, mythos. Like, he just assumed that it was, like, one of those things where, like, it doesn't matter who you put in front of the camera, people will just be there for, like, the flashy cartoons.
So, did he not think that Ghostbusters was one of the, like, most groundbreaking comedies of its time?
He just didn't know why people liked it.
Obviously!
Yeah.
And there's funny people in that movie, and he makes them unfunny.
Well, this might be a controversial thing to say, but, like,
You liked it?
Well, one, I liked it.
The Ghostbusters reboot.
Ghostbusters 2016 was okay.
No.
The other thing that I was going to say...
If it was a movie separated... Sorry, I have to...
Sure.
I have to weigh in on this, because this is controversial. If it was separate from the original Ghostbusters, like, if we'd never heard of Ghostbusters before, it would have been like, oh yeah, that was a thing. But since it's a follow-up to one of the most lightning-in-a-bottle... basically impossible to recreate movies of all time... It's, it's just garbage.
I agree. Well, I agree to disagree in some areas and agree in other areas.
Okay.
But it's a matter of... I feel like I can enjoy them as separate experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would be on the hate train as well if I could... Like, if I only ever associated anything with the Ghostbusters name with the original Ghostbusters.
But there's also parts in the movie that aren't just kind of bad. They're also insulting... They're also, like, poorly thought out. They're also poorly executed.
I mean, there were I can't like I can't like say
You can't say that like it wasn't. There weren't some bits that were really and needlessly bad. Like they had the budget. A lot of people spoke ill of the graphics. That's not my problem with it. My problem isn't with the graphics at all. My problem is the fact that it does nothing original, despite going to the to all the trouble to establish itself as an original property.
What I can say is that I acknowledge your points, and they're all completely valid points.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just
I'm a genius.
I try to treat a film experience as like just an experience. I'm not sitting there comparing it to like everything that came before it and all that sort of stuff. And all I can say is that while I was sitting there, I laughed at the jokes that they were making. It was like a generic popcorn flick that is like, you know, action movie stuff happens. I could sit there and enjoy it, and I even liked the female positivity like message and all that stuff.
Okay, wait. What exactly was the female positivity message in the film?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
go on.
They do like go for like a slightly feminist angle, which they
no.
in some other areas.
They don't go for a slightly feminist angle. They portray every man in it as stupid or evil or both.
I mean,
now, you might think, oh yeah, Turnabout is fair play because they did that in the other films. Even the original Ghostbusters has a woman who's just like a secretary. Yeah, but she's the only one with a brain holding the whole operation together.
That is true.
It's like, hey, reverse sexism is fine. No, it's just sexism.
Yeah, I agree that that's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I even agree with the point that like they played on the feminist messaging a little bit too hard, and they didn't quite understand.
And like it doesn't even seem to be in the original script because before the guy possesses what's his name? Thor. Before he possesses the body of Thor, he's basically saying stuff about how he hates society, right?
Yeah.
Then he possesses Thor, and suddenly Thor's like, women, always late. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Yes, he's a fucking dumb, lonely incel, but he never professed to hate women in particular until exactly that point in the movie.
Do you think that was like reshoots in response
I
to
think
like,
it was.
whole...
I don't think they even. I suspect they didn't even have a script because so much of that movie is improvised.
Yeah, that's true too. A lot of it was improvised. I did find... I'm sorry, I really like childish humor, and I really liked the Kevin being like, like covering his ears and being like, he covers his eyes when like a loud noise goes off.
Yeah,
and
look, it was funny. I'm not gonna say
or he
it
has
wasn't
a dog,
funny.
or he has a dog named Cat or something.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, can I bring my dog? It's like, oh yeah, sure. It's like, cool. You don't mind cats, do you? No, why? It's like, okay, I'll bring my cat over.
Okay,
it's
that
like,
bit I didn't really care for because it didn't seem to be there for any reason other than let's set these people down for 8 hours and just have them riff and see what happens.
You have a cat named my dog? It's like, yes. Was that not clear?
Why don't we just watch their Let's Play if we're gonna do that?
Oh my god, fucking... YMS talked about this before, where it's like the whole like React video concept has become like such a mainstream that even Pixar was doing it, where like they had the Inside Out characters react to the Inside Out trailer, and it's like the whole like reacting to things like Let's Play format. Like Hollywood's adopted that and is doing that in mainstream shit now.
It's you start off with the idea, and the idea attracts other people like-minded. And then the idea starts to become an institution.
Yeah.
It is time from there to move on from the idea. The minute the establishment, I'm sorry if that sounds a bit too crypto-fascist.
Alright.
The minute it becomes an established thing, it's time to move on. It is no longer a fresh idea. The corporations have caught on. It is now the property of people who don't know anything. Who are chasing. It is no longer a revolutionary idea. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, I am too. And I kind of want to play the game because I never did, and I know that all the cast come back for it.
There's actually going to be a remaster on the Nintendo Switch.
A what? Yeah. I heard about
Ghostbusters,
that.
the video game, is getting a remaster on the Nintendo Switch, which would be like the ideal time to let's play it, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely!
Positively.
Positively!
I'm also planning on releasing that Sonic thing around the right time.
Cool. In time for the Sonic movie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's interesting that they planned... I wonder how furries felt about the fact that the Sonic movie was originally going to be released on No Nut November.
Whoa! I bet with a face like that, it would be very easy not to nut.
Could you imagine that Sonic sucking you off? All teeth! All teeth, all the time!
Red plus blue equals...
Green. Shit, no. Purple. Pink, damn it. No, I think it's purple.
Use the blue powder.
Okay. Oh, I use the blue powder all the time.
What was I supposed to do with him?
I guess you killed him.
Just love the blue powder?
Mission accomplished.
I don't have the blue powder anymore.
You murdered a man in cold blood.
I don't... I'm gonna have to look up a game guide for that.
I guess so. Oh, God, that laugh creeps me out so much.
I know.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, not that laugh. The, creepy laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second.
This one.
I think that might actually... Not that one. Not that one. So much laughing going on. This reminds me of that freaking jelly commercial with the trees.
You feel it in your jellies?
The jellos. What are those little candies that like the trees were advertising where they scream? I think that's the Flowey laugh from Undertale.
Yeah, probably.
They probably took that and recycled it for Undertale.
Well, I mean, there are stock assets that just float around for years and years.
Is it a stock asset?
I think so. Ah!
Don't you hate it when that happens? Where a video game where you can
is
just
that
land
enough
anywhere?
Tomba for today?
No, I don't think so. I think we should play for another 48 hours.
Okay, let's keep going then.
Nah, let's end it.
Alright. Thank you for joining us.
We hope that you had a good time.
I think we said thank you for joining us like an hour ago.
Did we?
Yeah, when I first saved.
I honestly don't remember because I've been like I thought I could do this, and then as soon as we started recording, my brain just went off. I was just like, I completely forgot we were recording.
That's good.
Well, I mean, yeah, it gets you into a stream of consciousness thing, but it's like you just. I don't know what I'm saying. you forget how to human, basically.
Good night, everybody.
Well, yeah, it's about that time.
About that time, gents. Righto. Remember
to vaccinate your kids.
And remember to vaccinate for autism.
Oh my god.
Good night.